Have you ever wondered how the British were able to annex and consolidate their rule in Sind and Punjab, regions that are now part of modern-day Pakistan and India? This question forms the crux of our exploration today as we journey back to the 19th century, to an era of political upheaval and economic transformation. The British annexation and consolidation in Sind and Punjab is a fascinating chapter of history, filled with strategic maneuvers, alliances, and conflicts. The 19th century was a time of significant change in the region. The once powerful Mughal Empire was in decline, creating a power vacuum that the British were quick to exploit. It was also a period of economic transition, as the traditional agrarian economy was gradually replaced with a more market-oriented one. These factors set the stage for the British to extend their influence, leading to the annexation and eventual consolidation of their rule in Sind and Punjab. Join us as we delve deeper into the intricacies of this complex period of history. The story begins with the annexation of Sind in 1843. It was a time of political upheaval and power shifts. The British East India Company, an entity driven by commerce and expansion, had its eyes set on Sind, a region of strategic significance due to its location near the Indus River and the Arabian Sea. The annexation of Sind was not an overnight affair. It was a series of events, a complex dance of diplomacy and force. Central to this narrative was Charles Napier, a British general who played a pivotal role in this historical event. Napier, known for his military prowess, was appointed as the commander of the British troops in Sind. His mission was clear: to bring Sind under the control of the British East India Company. Napier's role was not just limited to military operations. He also engaged in diplomatic maneuvers, negotiating with the amirs or rulers of Sind. However, when diplomacy failed to yield the desired results, Napier resorted to force. The Battle of Miani in February 1843 marked a decisive victory for the British forces under Napier. This led to the surrender of the emirs and the formal annexation of Sind by the British. The consequences of this annexation were profound, altering the course of Sind's history. The British rule brought about significant changes in the administrative, judicial, and revenue systems of Sind. English became the language of the courts and the administration. The traditional systems and practices were replaced with new ones, with a distinct Western influence. But the annexation was not without resistance. The people of Sind, known for their courage and resilience, opposed the British rule. They held on to their traditions, their language, and their cultural identity, even in the face of foreign rule. The annexation of Sind was a crucial chapter in the story of British imperialism in the Indian subcontinent. It marked the beginning of a new era, an era of British dominance and control. With Sind now under British control, they set their sights on the prosperous region of Punjab. The annexation of Punjab in 1849 marked another significant step in the expansion of British rule. This event was not a sudden occurrence, but the culmination of a series of conflicts known as the Anglo-Sikh Wars. The first of these wars began in 1845, triggered by the power vacuum left by the death of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the Lion of Punjab. His demise set off a power struggle among his successors, and the British East India Company saw this as an opportunity to extend their control. This led to the First Anglo-Sikh War, resulting in the Treaty of Lahore, which left the Sikh Empire in a weakened state. However, this was not the end. The Second Anglo-Sikh War broke out in 1848, when the Sikhs, under the leadership of Sher Singh and Chatar Singh, rebelled against the oppressive terms of the treaty. Despite their valiant efforts, the British forces, led by Lord Dalhousie, emerged victorious. This victory led to the official annexation of Punjab in March 1849. The strategic importance of Punjab to the British was immense. It served as a buffer against the northwestern frontier tribes and the expanding Russian Empire. Additionally, Punjab's fertile lands were a rich source of agricultural produce, which was essential to fuel the British industrial machine. The impact of this annexation on the local population was profound. A new system of administration was established, which led to the introduction of English education and laws. While this brought about modernization and development, it also led to a loss of cultural identity and traditional ways of life. The annexation of Punjab also triggered a significant migration, as people moved away from their ancestral lands to escape the harsh realities of British rule. The annexation of Punjab proved to be a turning point, paving the way for the British to consolidate their rule. It was a crucial component in the jigsaw of British India, setting the stage for the events that would shape the subcontinent's history in the years to come. With both Sind and Punjab under their control, the British began to consolidate their rule. The British Empire, known for its strategic foresight, quickly realized the necessity of strengthening its hold over these newly annexed territories. The strategies employed were multifaceted, encompassing administrative reforms, infrastructure development, and the introduction of new economic policies. Firstly, the British implemented a series of administrative reforms. They established a centralized bureaucracy, replacing the traditional systems of governance. The British civil service was introduced, with English-educated Indians and British officials positioned at the helm. This new administrative structure aimed to streamline governance and ensure the efficient extraction of resources. Simultaneously, infrastructure development was prioritized. Roads, railways, and bridges were constructed, connecting remote areas with major city centers. This not only facilitated transportation and communication, but also enabled the British to maintain control over these vast territories. The introduction of the telegraph system further enhanced their administrative control, allowing rapid transmission of information across the region. In the economic sphere, the British introduced new policies that transformed the agrarian economy of Sind and Punjab. They implemented the zamindari system, where local landlords were made responsible for tax collection. Additionally, cash crops like cotton and indigo were promoted, leading to a shift from subsistence farming. These changes, however, had a profound impact on the local population. The introduction of cash crops led to increased dependence on monsoons, resulting in frequent famines. The zamindari system, on the other hand, led to the exploitation of peasants, plunging them into a cycle of debt and poverty. While these strategies helped consolidate British rule, they also stirred discontent among the locals. The administrative reforms were seen as an imposition of foreign rule, the infrastructure projects as a means of control, and the economic policies as exploitative. These sentiments would later fuel the struggle for independence. The consolidation of British rule had far-reaching implications, reshaping the social, political, and economic landscape of Sind and Punjab. The legacy of British rule in Sind and Punjab is still evident today. The British annexation and consolidation left an indelible mark on both regions, shaping their culture, economy, and political institutions in ways that continue to resonate in the present day. Let's first look at culture. The British rule introduced Western education and English language, a legacy that remains strong today. English is widely spoken and is often a marker of social status and educational attainment. The British also left an architectural legacy, with buildings and infrastructure reflecting Victorian and Gothic styles, which can still be seen in cities like Lahore and Karachi. Next, the economy. The British introduced modern agricultural techniques and infrastructure, transforming Sind and Punjab into the breadbaskets of South Asia. They also established railway networks and irrigation systems, which are still in use today and form the backbone of the region's economy. The British rule also left a lasting impact on the region's political institutions. The introduction of a centralized administrative system, the rule of law, and a modern judicial system laid the foundation for the present democratic structures. The civil service, police, and judiciary are institutions that were established during the British rule and continue to play a significant role in the governance of Sind and Punjab. However, it's important to acknowledge that the British rule was not without its negatives. Many aspects of traditional culture were suppressed, and economic policies often favored British interests over local prosperity. The partition of India, which led to the creation of Pakistan, was a direct consequence of British policies and has resulted in ongoing political and social tensions. In conclusion, the legacy of British rule in Sind and Punjab is a complex mix of positive and negative impacts. It has shaped the regions in profound ways, influencing their cultural ethos, economic development, and political systems. Understanding the past helps us to make sense of the present, and the history of Sind and Punjab during the British rule is a testament to this. The annexation and consolidation of Sind and Punjab by the British was a complex process with lasting effects. We've walked through the intricate journey of the British annexation of Sind and Punjab, a path that saw the British Empire extend its influence across these regions. This intricate process, meticulously planned and executed, set the stage for a new era in the history of these territories. The consolidation of British rule was no less complicated, as the British had to navigate the diverse social, political, and cultural landscapes of Sind and Punjab. Through a blend of diplomacy, force, and administrative reform, the British were able to cement their hold on these regions, leaving a legacy that would shape their future for generations to come. This legacy, marked by the fusion of cultures, the introduction of new administrative systems, and the transformation of the socio-economic fabric, continues to influence Sind and Punjab even today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. We hope that it has provided a deeper understanding of the complex dynamics that shaped Sind and Punjab during the British rule.